What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Longbox Lounge. Joined as always with my co-host Lou. How you doing, sir?
Doing good as always. It's always a pleasure to be here. We took last week off, which was a pain, just because I was busy working and stuff.
Yeah,
I've been
same.
working over 40 hours the past 3 weeks. This week is like the only time I haven't in like a few weeks. So work's been busy, life's been busy. So yeah, I'm ready to talk shop with the comics. We got a lot of stuff coming up. We got a new event that started. So yeah.
Yeah. So we had a lot to talk about. Whole lot of stuff, especially even at Marvel. Most of it is gonna be Marvel today, but we got some stuff to talk about. So let's
Oh,
get
that's
right
okay.
into it. Uh, so yeah, let's start off with the variant thing. I want to talk about this because I saw everyone has kind of been going crazy about it. The fact that it's a topic again is a little, but everyone has been talking. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, I'm everywhere, and I'm looking at everyone's crying about the variants. They're like, "Why does Absolute Batman have 100 variants? Why is there so many variants? Blah blah." I'm just like, what does it matter?
You
I
don't have to buy them
That's what
all.
my
Like
thing
they're
is. Like, if you want cover A, did you go to cover? Just get the cover A. Like, it's different if they were shorting cover A's all of a sudden to make more variants, but they're
right.
not. Cover A's still the most printed cover. So I was just like, why? This day and age, I don't understand the hate towards variants. Like at first, maybe I got them because of comics. Is traditionally that was the way we did it. We just the one cover that was it. But now, especially if it's the same book. And maybe if it
Mhm.
was different, if the interior some was different, but it's literally just the cover. Get your
Yeah.
favorite artist, depicting whatever character, whatever you want, and it sells the book. I really don't see what the problem is, especially for Absolute Batman. Like, yeah, it has a lot of covers, but it's
It meets
also
the demand.
it's
Like,
like
people are buying the hell out of that book.
exactly it's like the biggest mainstream book. It's making a ton of new readers, despite what everyone like. There's been a ton of just people just getting into comics because of Absolute Batman.
Mhm.
So the cover things is not really crazy to me. I mean, I know they have the retailer, the exclusives. You got guys like Clayman and stuff, but that's only for a select few. Like if you're a die-hard Clayman fan, okay, yes, it might be a little annoying getting his exclusive cover. But again, I mean, it's just Clayman. If you want the book that bad, you get cover A, you get cover B, C, D. There's plenty of open order covers that you could just order whenever. So I don't know, man. I think it's a bit strange to be talking about variants. Like, why there's so many? Like, whoa, doesn't matter. The book is good.
I think it's so cool too, like, some of the variants, like, I mean,
Oh, they're killer.
it's crazy to say, but I think on my collection, one of the top artists is Alex Ross, and, like, they're not even variants, like, he does a lot of main covers, but, like, his variants I just hung up the Phoenix
Yeah, that Phoenix cover
Dimension
is so
variant that
sick.
I got. Bro, that oh my god, it looks so good. But, like, I'm not buying cover A and a variant most of the time. But, like, sometimes I might. Like, I'm splurging on the next Absolute Batman because 'cause I'm getting the, uh the main cover with Two-Face, and then I'm getting the same style with the penguin on it, where it's just a white background and the
Oh,
character.
nice.
I'm getting both of those, bro. Like, that's you can't miss that. Um, but like for Absolute Batman, a lot of them are comic shops anyway that are doing these variants. So it's not like DC is putting out 100 variants for Batman. More than half are other companies paying these guys to do their own variant.
Exactly. That's my thing. And it's from like a specific artist. It's different. I don't know. Maybe if there was something exclusive about it, like if there was like an extra page in these retailer books, maybe then I'd be like, whoa, what are we doing here? But they're not. It's literally just a cover. And like you said, I mean, I think some of these covers are killer, man. I mean, Dexter
Hmm.
Soy, some of the stuff he's done at Big Time Collectibles, his Absolute Batman covers have been crazy. He did one like the one where Absolute Batman's like chopping through the door and Two Faces on the other side. Like those covers are crazy, man. Miko Sawayan has done some killer covers. But I don't know. I
Everyone
think it's
has.
weird, man. It's just like it's more Absolute
We just got a
Batman
new one.
or whatever character you like. Whatever. I mean, Midnight, X Men, and all those books are probably gonna have a ton of covers, and I'm not mad. I'm not like, oh man, what a, because I don't know. I know some people. I think what it is for completionists, because I know for a lot of
Yeah.
people, like that was the thing. Oh, I had every copy and every cover, before variants were a thing when they would maybe do like two covers, so it wasn't too crazy. But now when books have 5, 6 covers, people want to. But again, that's on you. If you want to buy 5 or 6 of the same book because it has a different cover, I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think that's more on you than anything.
Well, think about back in the day. I mean, I'm saying back in the day, like we were experiencing it firsthand, but like Spawn only has so many covers. Like I think it's only like two or three
That's what I'm
variants.
saying.
Like yeah, like issue 261, there's only one variant and it's a black and white cover. So like
That's what I'm saying. Like, and you look at X-Men #1, right? The Jim Lee, right? Best selling comic. It only had 4 covers. You know,
mhm,
it was cover A and then 3 of them, but they were all connecting covers. So, it was kind of a set thing. It really wasn't variants, so to speak. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I really don't see the problem. Blind bags we could talk about, yeah, that's a whole nother thing, and maybe some other things. But the variant itself, open order and stuff, even the ratios, I really don't see a problem with it. You know, especially for higher artists, like it makes sense. Like, yeah, of course, your Alex Ross or whatever, the Virgin is, uh, your 1 in 75 ratio, stuff like that. Like, obviously, the bigger the artist, when they make them the ratio cover, it makes sense. You kind of got to make your money back if you're, the publisher. So I don't know, man. I enjoy the variants, to be honest. I think it gives more variety. Lets me pick whichever one I want, whether it be the cover artist or what the cover is. Maybe I wanted this guy on the cover instead of this guy. So I don't know. I think it's just strange, man. The fact that people there's still a little bit of pushback towards variants, when we know they're not going away, like ever. So
yeah, I don't see the problem either. It's like, why are you complaining about something you don't have to buy?
that's my thing. Like I said, the
Like
completionist
there's
I
so many,
get,
but like
but even then,
it's the biggest book in the world right now, I'd say. Like Absolute Batman is the biggest book right now.
yeah.
Biggest seller. They're gonna push these out. Like it's inevitable, like Thanos.
Yeah, unless you're like what's his name? Shaq on Twitter. He like every time Absolute Batman drops, he gets like
I was gonna
every
say that,
cover.
but I didn't wanna.
But again, he's only buying that book, and he's not even complaining about the
Yeah.
variants. He's buying them. You
Right.
know what I'm
He
saying?
loves them.
That's what I'm saying. So like, if he's not out here like, oh my god, now they've got 30 exclusives when they had 10 last time. He's not doing that. He's just buying it. Because again, if you want it, you just get it. At the end of the day, I think there's also that too. I think some people just don't like. I don't know. Maybe they wanted the Clayman exclusive as an open. I don't know. Maybe that's why this is coming up a lot because I know that it's been around Absolute Batman a lot. That's where a lot of the
Mhm. Oh, definitely.
they're like, oh man, look at all these covers they're doing. It's too many covers, blah blah. But I'm like, what do you mean too many? They're getting bought. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
different if there's videos out there. This guy's like, look at this. I've got a whole palette of Absolute Batman 20s that didn't sell. Like no, he doesn't. There's no video out there like that because they're all selling. So you know,
I think maybe like one of the big points that you could consider is like everyone's different. Like think about all the people that are saying Armageddon was bad versus Armageddon was good. Maybe some people just don't like some of the covers, they like other ones. I mean, there's so many different styles out there. There's so many people that perceive different things. So I feel like like you want to get what you like, right? Like if I don't like the A
exactly.
cover, if I don't like the B cover, I got 100 other choices to choose from.
That's my thing, especially like with the cover artists. Like if you like Del Auto and you're that guy who says, "Yo, anything Del Auto puts out, I'm getting," and this book you're reading always has a Del Auto cover, I'm always gonna get the Del Auto cover.
Mhm.
So that's just I don't know. I don't know. I think it's weird, but part of the
Can't
game,
do
I
anything.
guess.
Can't do
2026
anything on the
guys. I
internet.
don't think variants are going anywhere. I hate to tell you, but yeah. I think that's gonna wrap it up for the variants talk. Any little closing thoughts on it or no? All right.
I don't
Move.
think it's a problem.
Yeah.
Basically that.
Yeah, me neither. We like variants, guys. We like them. But moving on. We got an announcement for Marvel. We're getting a new miniseries, Amazing Venom, following I forgot what his name was, Passenger, the symbiote we got from
Hmm.
the Web of Venom one shot, and he actually appeared for the first time in like, was it like Venom 252? What the Al Ewing
Something like
Venom?
that.
He they did like a one off with him. I think it's pretty cool. I like Web of Venom. I think it's fun watching this character in particular, kind of like grow. Like it is, I want to say organic because it's been little by little. Like we saw the Venom, then we got the one shot. Now we're getting a mini. Do we level up to the ongoing? We'll see. I like the one shot. It's the same team as the one shot. You got Luke Ross on art. His art is killer. I thought he killed it on art.
Yeah, it was really good in that one shot.
I forgot who.
Also, I think at least the first issue is tying into Queen in Black. I don't know if it'll be like one of the ones where it's like not really tied in, but it is kind of thing. But it's in the event now. Maybe
Yeah.
they remove it like Invasion, Ultimate Impact. but
Mm.
we'll see.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, maybe it'll be like a Red Hulk thing, because I think didn't Red Hulk like start towards the end of World One Under Doom, and then he was like doing his own thing for a little, and then it ended.
Mm,
So maybe it's like that. Maybe he starts in Queen and Black, and then it ends him kind of doing his own
yeah.
thing.
Well, because right now I think it's listed as the last book of the event, so
Mm.
I think it will be
Okay.
towards the end. I mean, we could always pull it up, Queen, and
But yeah, I mean, I really like the one shot. You know, when we have a spoiler, I guess Boomerang is the host for this symbiote. Right? His name is
hmm
Passenger. I think it's really fun. It seems like he's kind of turning over a new leaf, but he still can't like kind of stay out of trouble. So it's interesting to see that play out. But it's also fun. Like there's a lot of just comic book references. Like he did the Wolverine one cover, like in the middle of the book. You know, I thought that was funny. So it's a lot of funny stuff. A lot of like nods to old comics and stuff. If you know Venom and just Marvel, I guess really.
which is
So
how you get a hook on new people, like a new character. You want new fans. I think it works. You know, I think it'll be cool. I'm glad that they're out saying it's a mini series, not hey, look, we have a new
exactly,
ongoing.
like
So
that's another thing. That's why I'm glad they're taking this. Okay, let's start them off. Let's see if we can do 5 issues, and then we'll see
mhm.
if we can get them into an ongoing. Because you know everyone they get a new ongoing, and then it's over by issue 10. Or did we talk about Storm last week, man? That whole thing. You
Yeah,
know they just got
yeah.
cut off at issue, and that's been a whole thing. Even Comics Explained was talking about. He wants to do a video about it. You know, so that's
I
a
don't even think they got cut off, man. I remember the preview book, it said 1 in 5, and then the writer came out and said, "Oh, that's a mistake. That's a mistake." I was like, "That ain't no mistake, bro."
yeah. Yeah, so I mean, again, this is actually good on Marvel. It seems like they're slowly turning the ship, but they're turning it.
hmm
So I'm hyped for this one, man. I hope it pops. I really like the
It does seem
colors.
like
So
this is a epilogue to Queen in Black, so it'll happen right at the end.
maybe he gets a power up, man.
Maybe.
Maybe he's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
start taking over
Should
for
be cool.
Eddie. But yeah, man, amazing Venom mini. When does that come out? Do you have the date on that? Is that like that's a July book
Uh,
or August?
no, I think it's
September.
September
Yeah,
16th.
sounds right. Yeah. Yeah. So 5 issue mini, guys. Be on the lookout.
Might be
Um.
there because that one shot really surprised me. I didn't
Oh
even get
yeah.
it the first week. It took me like 2 weeks to get it, but I ended up getting it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna secure it. I want to see the previews first. If it seems like it's that same type of vibe, you know, they're trying not super serious, I guess, you know, kind of funny, but an interesting story to go with it. I'll be down. But yeah, amazing Venom, guys. Moving on. So we finally have our, how do I word this? We have a new Avengers book announced while there's a new Avengers book going on right now. So we're talking about the new
Kind of
one
upsetting, honestly.
that was announced. It's just Avengers, right? It's just the Avengers #1. All right, we got Chip Zdarsky, Marco Cicchetto on there. I'm really hyped about Cicchetto. I'm
Crazy
not gonna
team.
lie. I thought Cicchetto was a dope pick. I was like, that's actually super sick. I wasn't expecting that. I was like, I like that a lot. Chip kind of made sense. We already knew he was doing Armageddon. He was doing Cap. It seemed like that I kind of saw. Bendis would have been cool, but you know, whatever.
And he's exclusive, I think, right? Now he's
Oh
exclusive to
yeah, Chip
Marvel.
is for I think I want to say 2 years, right? Something like that.
Yeah. I mean, he claims he has 3 years of Avengers books. He I think he confirmed he's already written up to issue 8.
Mm.
Um, so
Yeah, I mean with
he's on
Avengers,
the ball right now.
I'm hoping we do get a little bit of a longer run because I think Jed McKay was what just about 3 years as well.
Mhm.
So it'd be fun to get a little bit
Hold
longer, you
on.
know.
Hold on one
Oh, you're
second.
good. You're good.
Okay. My brother just called. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Yeah. So the new Avengers, I mean, it's kind of upsetting that they announced it before Armageddon even started. Like, hey, check out the survivors of Armageddon when we know no one's going to die. No one's going to die. We got a new team. I'm hyped for the new team, though. I'm hyped for the team on the book as well, Chip and Chichetto. I think that's going to be a crazy duo. I mean, to be honest, that's what the Ultimate Spider-Man book could have been, right? Because Chip was supposed to write that book.
Yeah.
And we're assuming Chichetto would have just been the artist regardless. But in the picture they released, it looks like Ultimate Spider-Man. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
every
he
time I see a
does.
Spider-Man, it's gonna be like, oh dude, is this the ultimate Spider-Man?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, man, reminds me of that one
Imagine.
guy. That'd be fun, but I don't think so. But you are right
Yeah,
though.
me neither.
I was a little like, oh man, survivors of Armageddon. Can we finish Armageddon? Like, jeez. But that was again
Maybe
that.
people do die, but like Tony's not dying. Captain America's dead already, but
But
he's coming back.
but you see, that was my thing, right? Like this is the event or whatever. I was like, how are we not getting an Avengers launch like during the event? But yeah, again, that's what I was saying about the Avengers thing, man. They're calling Armageddon an event, but I was waiting for the Avengers announcement because I was like, we're getting an Avengers book. This is it's like
Gonna happen.
it's Marvel. It's like no Justice League of DC. I don't know. It's like no Spawn at Image. I don't like we know what's happening, so it just went.
Hmm.
So that's why I figured it would have made more sense. You did Avengers 1 a week after Armageddon 1, have it tie in while coinciding all that. So I thought the launch after was a bit funny, the whole announcement, because now, again, like you said, he's kind of sort of spoiled the event. And now I know Spider-Man's good. Any scene where he looks like he's in danger, I know he's good. Whoever else, Daredevil, if he shows up, I know he's good. Luke Cage, all these other guys.
Wolverine, you
Yeah,
like that cover
yeah,
with
yeah,
Wolverine, but
exactly. So, we'll see. Is Cap going to die? Because, right, that's the only thing we're not seeing. Where's Steve Rogers? I don't know. We'll
he's in
see.
the coma in the first couple pages of Armageddon, but
Yeah,
he ain't
so
gonna die, bro. He ain't gonna stay dead.
we'll see what's happening with that. But again, I like the team. I hope Chip has some things. I hope he swings for the fences. Does some, I guess, take some big risks. Because
I think he has to with this team because um, when he was talking about issue 8, Spider-Man makes a comment. He's like, "How is this an Avengers team and only one of us can fly?"
that's true.
So I think he has to.
I mean, we'll see what's up with Dave too. I wonder if Dave Colton will make it through Armageddon or not. Because
I think that's the mysterious extra character they're talking about.
yeah, I'm a bit 50-50 on him because I can see that, like, yeah, they're hyping him up, but at the same time, I think there's a very real chance he doesn't make it out the mini. Oh, and that's also
That's true, maybe.
another thing about Armageddon, right? No one said, right? It's an event. It's an event. If you look, it has Avengers Legacy number, and this is technically just an Avengers miniseries. This is like Avengers
I did see
Disassembled.
that.
So I was like, oh, that's why there's no tie-ins or anything. I was like, so this is technically not really an event. This is really an Avengers mini leading
I think
into
it's like
the.
Endgame. It's not like they're claiming it's event, but it's not.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even Endgame, at least you can, yeah, that it sort of had time. Like this one, literally, there. I mean, besides Cap, I guess you literally just recap with this. That's it. But everything else, everyone else, I don't know. They're kind of doing their own thing.
Hmm.
But again, I'm hyped for the Avengers one. Love the team. What I would like to know is, because I saw someone did make a comment about it. At first, I was like, but it is kind of true. Is who's gonna be the fill-in artist for Chichetto? Because we know he has his moments, or he still has to take breaks. I don't think he.
Maybe it's Messina. Maybe they just have that.
I think it's 10 issues. I think he can knock out 10 issues a year, probably like 9 or 10. I know he's above 8, but
That's fine.
if he ever takes those longer breaks, I'm curious because I don't know. Messina would be all right, but I don't know. I think for Ultimate Spider-Man it'll work, but for Avengers, I feel like if you're not gonna, I'm not a big fan of Messina, so if you're not gonna maybe get someone super close to Chichetto, you got to bring in another all-star guy. You got to bring
Yeah.
in another heavy hitter who's just gonna make the book look great. Because I think that's another thing. We even though they're a lesser artist, just because they're similar to the main artist style, they'll kind of do that. But I think sometimes that hurts the book. I mean, you look at Ultimate Wolverine. We would go from Capuccia to the other artist. The other artist wasn't terrible, but it was a bit
But you
jarring.
could tell.
Yeah, yeah, it was real jarring. So hopefully they don't have too many issues with that. But again, I like this lineup. Kind of this diet new Avengers, right, from the Bendis era. I like it.
Diet.
Yeah, yeah. Once they
Yeah,
were
me too.
saying that, it was funny too because everyone was like, "Oh, I think it's gonna be the new Avengers lineup." I was like, "Nah, man, this is nah. I don't see it. I don't see it." And then it was. I was like, "Oh, sick. I'm not mad."
I think it's interesting too how Daredevil is supposed to be on the Midnight Suns and the Avengers at this point. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I'm curious if we get Midnight Suns back because I think there's been
Well,
rumblings
they're
about them.
reforming. They're reforming in
In
Moon Knight.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm
So
saying. Are we gonna get our own book or is Midnight Suns just gonna be a Moon Knight type of?
it could be, but that's a lot of characters because like Blade, Clea, Moon Knight, Daredevil.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
That's my thing though. With a lot of those characters, they're not doing. I mean, obviously Daredevil has his book, but everyone else is literally just chilling. Like they have no book. They not. I don't even think they're appearing in anyone else's book besides maybe one or two
Hmm.
guys. I mean, clearly we had a little bit in New Avengers, but so yeah, Midnight Suns would be sick to see. I'm not gonna lie. That one I would definitely be there. I can tell you that. Probably don't even unless they got like a terrible team on it. You know, you got Ahmed on writing, then I'll be like, all right, never mind. But
Give it to Jed McKay.
yeah, yeah. You do a Jed McKay and someone else, I'd probably be there. Jed McKay probably would kill that. Honestly, I think Jed McKay is better for Midnight Suns than he would be Avengers because he's good with those
Oh, probably.
like those you know those C tier
Bloodhunt
type
was fire,
characters.
dude.
Dude, I want to read. I gotta read Bloodhunt, man. Everyone keeps talking about it.
There's an Omni coming out in October.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna hunt that down. I always see those old like horror homage covers they did for Bloodhunt. I am like, oh man, that's so
Hmm.
sick, so sick. But yeah, guys, that's the Avengers #1 coming in September or what, October, November, whatever it was, I forgot.
Yeah,
Um,
something like that. Probably October.
yeah, yeah, I believe it's October again. Chip Zdarsky, Marco Cicchetto. We shall see. We gotta see how Armageddon plays out. To be honest, I think that's our biggest thing. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the news side of things. I'm trying to think. Bit slow on the news side this week. I don't know. Do you have anything?
We could skip into some spoilery news. For DC, Absolute Cassandra Cain. I don't know if it's confirmed, but there's rumblings of a one shot
Yeah, yeah,
for that
confirmed.
character.
No
So
team on it yet, but we are getting Absolute Cassandra King. She appeared in Absolute
I think the
Catwoman.
writer has been announced. I'm pretty sure it's Che Grayson.
Grayson, yeah, I think you're right. I feel like I remember seeing that. But yeah, that's gonna be hype. Again, like you look at Absolute, they're taking it slow because they could have immediately said, "Boom, Cassandra Kane mini, Cassandra Kane, Batgirl ongoing, whatever." But nah, just a one shot.
Oh, yeah.
That's
September 9th, it comes out.
oh wow, holy crap,
Writer is Che Grayson. Artist is Matthias Bergara.
Picaro. Wow, oh wow, we got the whole team already. Oh damn, we should have put that on the list. All right, guys, so we're getting an Absolute Cassandra Kane one shot. That's gonna be sick.
Seems like he's mostly a cover guy, so
I feel like he
makes
might have
sense for a
done
one shot.
one book. I mean, that means the art is probably gonna be crazy.
Hmm.
But I mean, I like the absolute Cassandra Cain, her appearance in Catwoman. I like the way they wrote her and stuff. Quick little appearance. She
Mysterio.
wasn't in the whole book, but the way they did it was
Powerful.
good. Yeah, and powerful. Exactly, impactful. She
Hmm.
made you like, wow. So I'm
Who
definitely
is
hyped for
this
that.
chick?
Che Grayson I like again. She was on some of the Exquisite Corpses stuff. She probably did some of my favorite issues for that book. Now we got her on Absolute Catwoman. So, she's been pretty consistent. I think she's definitely up and comer. And I enjoy her stuff, Che Grayson. So I'm down. And I like
I'll
Cassandra
be there.
Cain.
It's a one shot,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'll be there.
exactly. Not a big investment either. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's definitely gonna be hype. I mean, I'm glad that again, like I know I kind of already said it, but DC taking it slow, like that's perfect because they could have immediately said, "Nah, this is mini whatever," or have that spin off into its own thing. Right now, we
And
just got the one.
we've talked about their previous choices, their new pitches. Swamp Thing, Constantine, and Aquaman. So maybe this is a test run because like they could have said, "Oh, we got a Cassandra Cain
I
coming," but they
I
didn't.
I think because we are getting the absolute event this year, I think we get a book out of that. Like that's when we'll get
That'd be
our
cool.
whoever it is, whether it be Swamp Man, I mean a Swamp Thing, Aquaman, or Constantine. I mean, it'd be cool if they throw us like a complete like just out of left
Curveball.
field. Somebody wild. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Maybe an absolute Blue Beetle could have some potential. I think so. Maybe
That'd be
some
pretty
body
cool.
horror stuff. I think there's potential there. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. That's probably it. I think off of like because Aquaman is. I think that's such a layup. I think the monsters, just the ocean life, the creep. Like you could go wild with that. There's so much you can
Hmm.
do with that. Constantine, Swan. I think those guys for the absolute universe. All those guys are lips. I think the only problem with Swamp Thing is his rogues gallery is a little funny. So
Yeah.
you can't. It's a
Well, they could
little.
just bring new people.
Yeah, yeah.
You could do a new villain.
You would have to get someone creative. Like I want all new guys because not that Swamp Thing doesn't have it, but it's those aren't really his stories. It's not really Swamp Thing beating up some bad guy.
Hmm.
His stories are a little wild. So
So I
yeah,
think that's everything for DC, though. I mean, we got like DC events coming up, Batman, Superman events. I think we talked about that last week though.
Yeah, yeah, the reign of the Superboys, the bad seeds, and they're
Hmm.
still a ways off, man. I think a lot of that we don't hit till the fall. So
Yep,
we got most of the summer, and it's funny now that I look back. DC really does chill out for the summer. It's Marvel they kind of let run crazy for the summer, but then like I feel like fall winter, DC really kicks back. You know, so it's interesting to see
definitely.
how the publishers play out. So but yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the news in this one, guys. Yeah, I think that's it for the news, right? We start moving on to the picks of the week.
Picks of the week.
All right,
We probably got the same one.
I
Someone's got to go through these and figure out how many times we've had the same pick of the week.
oh yo, I'll cash app anybody whoever does. I'll cash app you $5. Real life. Yeah, but banger. I think how many? Yeah, there's only like one book. Yeah, I didn't read Dork, but everything else I read. A lot of killer books this week. I was really happy this week. I'm not gonna lie. I think all the books were pretty solid.
Definitely.
Where do we want to start? Let's start off with the big one. Avengers Armageddon. Uh, it's been mixed online, like you said. We've seen. I agree. I think it's been the same for me. What I've seen, that's just either it's terrible, man, or it's good. It's really good. That's all I've seen. It's not really it's okay. It's just it's bad or it's
I've
good.
seen a little bit of It's Okay.
I liked
I've
it.
seen a little bit of everything, man. Me
I,
too.
I liked it. It was a little bit slower as kind of a setup issue. I would have preferred maybe a little bit more action, but I thought it was
Well,
cool. Oh no, you're good.
I do agree that this probably should have been an issue 0. That's like the only thing I agree on.
Mm,
It's not bad, but like this would have
I
been a perfect issue
Zero.
0.
Yes, I agree. Actually, I think it would have worked better as issue zero. It,
Definitely.
like I said, it was good. I think Chip. The good thing about this is that Chip knows the characters, so everyone's
Mhm.
voice is there. Spidey, Snappy, Quippy, all that. Iron Man. Everyone kind of fits into their spot. Sam Wilson. I like his Sam Wilson too. I think he's pretty solid. And his Red Hulk is killer. As he's been writing through Red Hulk and everything.
Even the split second for T'Challa, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping we get a little bit more of him. Honestly, man. I think
Me
Chip might
too.
be in that Hickman bag with Black Panther, where they could just write a killer Black Panther, but they'll never get a book for him.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, I think issue zero actually would have been way better. But again, it was good. I
100%.
liked it. The art was good. That was a big thing for me because I really didn't know too much about who's this guy? Who do we got on this book?
Alpazar
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Delio
and
Diaz,
someone
Frank
else.
Alpazar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, both guys. I thought I couldn't really tell when each artist started. Kind of like Endgame. Like
Which is
Endgame, I
good.
can tell where's Dodson and the other.
Hmm.
But here, like you said, it's good.
Well,
I
they
couldn't
tell
even
you
tell.
too in Endgame. They tell you
Oh
one
yeah,
of them
yeah.
is inside
The
the
dome
bubble, one's
outside.
outside.
But the art
But
was
yeah, you can't really tell. So
yeah. I think the art is killer. Again, like I said, it was just a little too much setup, but it's still good because Chip knows like if the Chip had no voice for these guys and they all sounded the same, and then I would have been, oh, this is garbage. But Chip knows the character, so I'm really not worried. A little bit of setup, but I'm pretty sure, 2 through 4 are gonna be insane. With 5 being our
oh, for
epilogue.
sure.
So I
Yeah,
I think it's a solid start.
there's got to be stakes. Like, I mean, it seems like it too. Red Hulk is starting a new country, new America,
Yeah, that was
um,
crazy.
and the United States doesn't agree with that. The Avengers don't agree with that. They want to stop him. I don't know how they stop him. He's the freaking Red Hulk. They need the Hulk.
Well, that's another crazy thing. We got to stop. We got Red Hulk as the main villain when Hulk completely MIA. I mean, shit. I mean, if we get that Cap Red Hulk battle, I think that's gonna be sick. Like just
The
get like a
rematch,
real
yeah.
real drag out fight. But it seems like he's souped up, man. He's got all the Doom stuff. I thought New America was fun. I like Red Hulk. He looks kind of that one panel everyone was posting. He does look scary in that panel. He's coming down
Mhm.
from the sky. He's got his little special forces of Hulk units, whatever. Those little bootleg Hulk guys he got running around with him. So I think it's good. They set him up. You know, like I said, it was good. It was just I think could have used a little bit more, but it's still a good issue. You know, I didn't
Yeah, I
I,
agree.
I didn't think it was like garbage or again. I think it
I mean,
was
I gave it a 4, 4 out of 5.
yeah. I think I did too. Again, like I said, had Chip not known the characters, Yes, but I think he's got the characters down pat. So I enjoyed it. He didn't
Mhm.
mischaracterize anyone, or and the art is terrific. So
He's also had so much setup. Like, I mean, maybe not as much as we'd like, but Captain America setup, Wolverine setup, Wolverine Weapons of Armageddon. So we're gonna see how that ties in. Um, Wolverine is obviously a big player in this. Like, he's like a big player in this event, I think. So it's gonna be interesting to see that. I also like how he's gonna be on the new Avengers team. That's gonna be awesome. So there's a lot to like. I mean, people just can't like anything on the internet at the end of the day.
yeah, especially Twitter though. I noticed Twitter in particular. Like
It's the worst one.
Instagram, you'll see some praise. It'll be like, oh man, this is awesome. This is all. Twitter is like the only place they're like everything about it is bad. They hate everything. Like it's crazy. It's funny though. Chip is Canadian. Maybe that's why Wolvie's there. Now I realize that it's
Maybe.
like John Byrne, which is sick. We love Wolverine. I put Wolverine in every book. I'm there.
Facts.
But yeah, Armageddon was good, guys. And the Magic card was cool. Yo, and I heard that card is going for a lot of money already. And
Did everyone get the same
yeah,
one?
yeah, it's the same one for everybody. Everyone said that card is because you can use it in Magic. So the Magic
Okay.
players are buying it up. I'm about to run to the comic shop get some more.
Let's
But yeah. But yeah, man, Avengers Armageddon, it's pretty cool. Moving on, the other big, probably the biggest book of the week. Absolute,
$39 on eBay.
yeah, bro. I'm telling you. And I wonder how much
Holy
that.
crap.
They said there's a chase variant. I guess an even shinier one. I'm not sure. So I don't know. But yeah, Absolute Catwoman #1 coming in from DC. We got Scott Snyder, Che Grayson, Ben Gall on art. Oh man, I thought this was a terrific book. Great start. I thought the opening was amazing. They really get you. We get this classic looking Catwoman, like like literally white lady everything, and then she just gets gunned down first 5 seconds, and then we get
That
our
was
real
awesome.
Catwoman. And she didn't murder her, which was cool. I kind of like that. Because I that would have been a little crazy. I mean, Catwoman can kill people, but it's still a little, her being so close to Batman. She's out
Hmm.
here just catching bodies left and right. So I'm glad they made it to where she's not killing. But yeah, man, she definitely gives off that John Wick, Catwoman John Wick, just super high tech, wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. What did you think?
I thought they were lying when they were saying that it's going to be John Wick, but Catwoman. But they're not. She got a cat cave. She got these awesome contraptions. She got a mech suit. She got a Catmobile, basically, a speed racer bike, like that can turn into a cat. It's crazy, bro. I mean, it was an oversized issue. What more can you ask for an issue one? Oversized, 40 pages or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Um,
it was killer, man. I thought the beginning and the ending, like both, were just like wow, like they had me like that. Yeah, in the middle was still great, but the like you started off with a bang and we ended with a bang, which I loved.
I think it's going to get extended.
I think so. I think the numbers are there. I mean, when we were there, I was I went to the comic shop. He does these little whatnot shows in the morning. I'm kind of working there, whatever. So I help him out in the morning, dude. He went through like all his Absolute Catwoman like immediately. Some dude was like, "Give me all your foils." He bought like 4 foils, 4 cover A's. This was like one dude, and there was a bunch of people that wanted them. So I was like, I think the demand is there. I think they put Snyder on it, which was genius, honestly, because I'm pretty sure this is all Che Grayson, but I think Snyder, you know,
Probably helps.
yeah,
Maps it.
that's exactly. I think what he does is he's like the bullet points, key points. Cassandra Cain has to show up. Catwoman has to get a new suit, like shit like that. And because
Mention Killer Croc. Mention Wayland.
yeah, exactly stuff like that. But as far as everything else, that's all Che Grayson. Let her do it, whatever. I think that's genius too because people are gonna see Snyder. Being that Grayson is a
And
newer name, and Snyder again, like you said, Snyder's gonna sell immediately. Plus, being with Grayson being a newer name, everyone can. All right, I'll check it out. It's got Snyder with it. We'll see what's up, and they enjoy it. Then that's it. They're hooked. So I agree. I think we're getting 12 out of this. I'm curious: are we gonna do the absolute Martian Manhunter route? We got extended, but we don't completely go ongoing. You know?
I think that makes sense because the reason for their pitches is they don't want to overpopulate. So if you have Green Arrow and Catwoman get extended, they can't both be ongoings.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with we are supposed to get a new ongoing. with
Hmm.
Aquaman, like we said earlier, or Constantine or Swamp Thing, whatever that may be. So, yeah, it's exciting. I wonder which one is doing. I think just monkey brain looking outside. I think Catwoman is doing better than Green Arrow. Not that Green Arrow did bad. I think Green, obviously did well, but I think Catwoman seems to be selling like hotter. Like it seems like everyone is going after it.
Yeah.
And by the way, someone took the Cardi Andrews cover like right in front of me. The last one, that's the one I wanted. I was so mad. I had to get cover A. But that Kari cover was he. I think he had the best cover. He killed it. I didn't. I was like, wow.
I almost got the Virgin foil, but I didn't. I just got the A cover.
See, I should have grabbed one earlier, but I was too late. And then they bought them all. That one dude, he bought. He was about to buy the logos too. I was like, damn. But
Let me
yeah,
see this
dope
Kari
book,
Andrews.
man.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
pretty cool.
That Kari Andrews was sick. But yeah, man, I think Catwoman is gonna be hot. I'm curious, So we were talking about variants. Yeah, she did get quite a bit of retailer exclusives. But another thing with that too, a little quick mention about it with exclusives, they'll add covers, but it'll be the same cover. So 616
Hmm.
technically has 3 exclusive covers, but it's all the same cover. Just one is with the trade dress, one is a virgin, one is a foil, but it's all the same cover. So
Yeah,
it's not really three. Just
different ways.
yeah. Just throwing it out there, guys. Just throwing it out there. But moving on, let's go for another DC. I know you read this one. Barbara Gordon breakout number 2. Mariko
Peak.
Tamaki. I really like this one, man. I didn't know what it was gonna be about because I saw that one Dan Moore variant. I was like, what the? I was like, what is this? A
I almost
Halloween?
got that one.
I thought it was cool, but I was like, what is this, a Halloween variant? What does it have to do with any? She's in prison. I was like, what is? And then I read it. I was like, oh, I should have got that one. I was like, what?
Hmm.
I didn't even know. But I
I think
really
it was better than issue one.
I think so too. Issue one I like because of the action, but this one it was just a trip, man. I loved it. We start off.
Literally.
Barbara's recovering and she's getting help from someone. We don't really know who or why. I mean, they kind of explain later on, but she's just tripping because they fractured her skull, right? She's got a couple broken ribs. She has to take these pills every now
Broken
and then.
wrist,
Yeah, yeah, she's all
broken
busted
everything.
up. But yeah, she's like tripping. If she doesn't take these pills, she literally starts seeing death and like just starts tripping, just starts seeing Batman and stuff and all. Just
The
wild
Joker.
stuff. Yeah, yeah, the Joker. Those Joker panels were crazy. I don't know who this artist is, but he's been absolutely killing. Let me see what his name is. I think he's honestly an
They were
underrated
awesome.
artist. Yeah, I'm a K. Oh wow,
Yeah, I'm
Nahulpan.
not even gonna
Yeah,
try to say that.
that's a crazy name, but it's very noir style. Like it's almost similar to I want to say Absolute Martian Manhunter, and just that
Yeah.
vibe. Not when it's super crazy and trippy, but that when it's like normal but like noir style.
Hmm.
I think he has that down pat. If they put him on like a noir style detective comic, whether it be Batman or Barb or whoever it is, I think it would be killer. We also got Nightwing in this. That was awesome.
That was cool too.
I'm,
And Gordon. That
yeah,
interaction was awesome.
yeah. I thought that was fun. I'm honestly a sucker for those little just appearances with any of those guys. It could have been anyone. If Superman just would have just
It
flew
makes it
by
feel
and was just
connected.
like, yo, I would have been like, whoa. That's sick. I love when they do stuff like that. Like you said, I agree. Makes it feel connected, real world lived in. So that was fun to see, and Nightwing was cool. He wasn't like being like super mean. Like sometimes they'll show up and then just be totally out of character. You're like, what the, But it was chill. Dope
Joking with Gordon.
conversation. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, man. I think I agree with you though. I think this is better than the first.
Yeah, this issue was awesome, dude. Like, because Gordon is like, I sent someone in to help you, and we think that's Sparrow, but then we find out it's not Sparrow
Yeah,
because Sparrow's working with the prisoner.
yeah, yeah. Die.
So that was a big plot twist in my mind because like she's just trying to keep her drugged up at the end of the day. She's having this terrible PTSD where she's seeing the Grim Reaper, the Joker. It's an awesome issue.
Yeah, and my thing is right. We know that Die wants to. Now the question is why is she keeping her alive?
Hmm.
She doesn't want her. She could. She had the chance to kill her. She would have did it. So what's going on there? And I think this is
Maybe
confirmed
next
to be a
issue.
mini. I think this is what
Yeah,
six
six
issues.
issues.
Yeah, yeah. So we
Yep.
know. And I don't think they're gonna spin her out of this into a Batgirl or anything like that. I think they would have announced that already. So, but it'll be a fun little mini. Uh, but yeah, it's gonna do it. Moving on. Okay, so What other books did you read? I know we're getting close.
Mm, I read Barbara Gordon, which we just went over, and I think X-Men. That's the only other one.
Aha, X-Men. All right, bet. Let's talk about it. X-Men 31, Anomaly Part 1. We got Tony S. Daniel back. I'm not gonna lie, I really love this Tony S. Daniel, Netho Diaz 1-2 combo. I think that might be probably the best in comics. I think just switching on and off, I love it, honestly. Like
They're consistent.
they're both super consistent. They're great, but they're also very similar. But I also think they have different strengths. So it's
Mhm.
different things to look forward to when they're both on the book. So yeah, I love that. This issue was dope, man. I mean, we got kind of Beast taking charge here, leading our B team here. With Kid Omega, Benjamin Liu, Animalia, and I always mess up her name. Zorn and Magneto. Zorn is cool. I just found out about him like however many issues ago. We just
He's
saw him.
so
He
awesome.
he just looks awesome. I like looking at him. I'm like, man, what a cool looking guy. But yeah, this
He's
was.
a he's a big part of Krakoa.
Oh, he is. Damn. I
Hmm.
honestly, I think I might dive into that whole area. They're doing. They just
You should.
announced.
It's pretty good.
They just announced Volume 2 for that Omni. So, yeah. But yeah, man, Jed McKay's been killing it. I really like this one. It was different. Because I think Danger Room was very action packed. We're getting a lot of action and fighting. This one is more of an adventure type. We kind of have our science expedition. One thing I'll say though, like Kid Omega's starting to get on my nerves. He's like super snobby. Like he's
Oh,
like
that's
that,
how he is.
like that little, like he's literally like your little brother. Like when you call their name, it's like, hey man. He's like, oh my god, what? It's like, yeah, I just called your name. Relax. Like that's literally him. Beast is like said something. He's like, oh yeah, well, he just started like yapping. I'm like, oh yo, relax. He just asked you a
I used to
question.
not like him at first,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that exact reason.
yeah.
But he's pretty cool.
He's like hella snippy. I'm like, yo, my man, chill. Relax. And then he almost died. You gotta get saved. That's why I was like, yo, you running your mouth like that. Almost got a rock dropped on your head. But I did like it. One thing. Okay, so let's get into spoilers with this. I want to talk to you about. So they find at the end, we find Schwarzschild, right?
Hmm.
So what's going on with that? Because he was in Age of Revelation, right?
Yeah, he's also like part of 3K's X-Men team, like to counteract the normal X-Men.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
but it seems like they left him for dead, and he's like in one of his because he creates black holes basically. Like him and Zorn controls gravity, but Schwarzschild like creates black holes. So it seems like he's trapped in a black hole, and Cassandra Nova has just frozen there because we know Nova and the white version of Beast are working together.
Yes, that I remember. That I remember. That I'll say that's cool with Jed because he set that up a while ago with the Cassandra Nova. I
Hmm.
almost forgot about it. And then when they saw her name again, I immediately remembered it, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's cooking."
I don't quite remember what happened to that team. I think they just got defeated, and like he kind of went off the loop because he was a good guy in Age of Revelation.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like,
Um,
wasn't he on Scott's team? I remember. I was like, what are we
yeah, but he's a bad guy in
in
this time.
present timeline? Yes, I got
Hmm.
you. Okay,
But
seems like he's
I
gonna
think
switch
he
over
started to
anyway.
turn on them. I think he started to turn on them, and they probably just put him in this black hole.
Mm,
That's kind of what I think's happening.
see, that's interesting. See, that's one thing I like. I gotta give props, man. I gotta hunt down the rest of the back issues for this run for X Men with Jed because Jed, I think he's almost similar to
He's the
Claremont,
goat.
literally because like Claremont would set things up, but it's not necessarily like the Cassandra Nova thing, right? He set that up a while ago, but hasn't been one arc. We had the Danger Room
Hmm.
arc already. That arc is done. We're on a new arc, but we still kind of have this background B plot line going on with Cassandra. We're still building. Like I love that. Like for X Men, that works the best. We have multiple
Which
things
leads
going.
to DNX.
DNX.
It's all going to lead to DNX. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I think Jed is actually killing it. Like I think he's getting a lot of unfair hate, but I think he's very similar to Claremont because Claremont used to do that. Like we would be in an arc, but like he's been setting something up for like 15 issues, that we didn't. You know what I'm saying? And Jed
Hmm.
has been setting. I mean, pre AOR. We're already on issue 30, so we almost 15 issues. It seemed like. So, I mean,
Them going against that evil X-Men team was I'm pretty sure within the first 10 or 15 issues.
Oh
So
wow.
like
So
Swordschild and um, maybe I don't think they're called Alpha Flight. I think they were just called the X-Men.
oh
Yeah,
yes,
they
yes,
were.
because at the end, okay, yeah. So we'll get into that as well. At the end of it, because they're in Canada, Department
Hmm.
H pulls up on them at the end of this. I thought they were gonna be Alpha Flight because they were like, "Oh, Canadian Strike Force." I was like, "Oh, Alpha Flight," and then
That's
like
what I thought
Department
too.
H. I was like, "Oh, what else was that?" So yeah, that was cool. It seems like we're gonna definitely get a little bit more action packed issue next one. Maybe let's see if Omega Kid can redeem himself. And
Um, Magneto has some good portions in this
yes,
book too. That was one
you're
of my
right.
favorite
I
parts.
almost forgot that. I was gonna say that was probably one of my favorite parts. I like the Magneto stuff. I'm curious to see where that's gonna go, man. Are we gonna fix him at DNX? What's happening? Is he gonna get a boost? Is he gonna die? He seems very up in the air right now. He's just in his
It's
chair.
weird, man, because we got to tease in Infernal Hulk that they have a medicine they can give him that gives him his full power back, but they haven't developed that yet in the X-Men book. So it's kind of weird, kind of fishy.
Yeah, it seems the timeline is a little, but it seems like Infernal Hulk is after everything.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm curious, man. What are
That's
the
true.
are they say? You're right though. Now, I mean, are we saving that for Infernal Hulk War next year? You know, are we gonna go through DNX with him just in his chair? I don't know. That's my thing. I don't know. Some of it is like the chair thing is cool, but how long? You know, I mean, he said, uh,
He's getting mad. He's getting angry that
yeah,
he's stuck in his chair.
yeah. I mean, come on, it's Magneto. But I mean, it is interesting the way they're playing because now, you know, is this disease from the future? Because you know they were, you know, he spoke about it, you know, his future self didn't have it. They don't even know what that is in the future, but yet somehow he has it. So is there some, you know, we don't even know. We really don't know. He's trying to say someone from that timeline somehow gave him the
Gave it to him.
disease in the past. I mean, that's wild stuff. If that's the case, I really don't know. To be
Awesome
honest,
book.
I really don't
Awesome
know.
book.
That's what I like though. That, you know, they're setting up mystery, but we're also making connections while still going forward. Like, it's such a dope book, man. Like I said, I really love this mainline X Men. It's been just so much fun. I don't understand the hate.
Haters are gonna hate, man.
Yeah,
Everything.
but I like this, man. X Men 31 has been killer. You know, this is the Tony Daniel arc, so next issue we'll get him. I know. I want to say 33 is that Kane Marco, right?
I have it right here. No.
Oh no, that's the Magneto issue. Nice.
Yes. And then 34 is the King Morco. And then 35 is DNX Prologue.
Oh man. See, that's so with DNX. I'm excited because I think that one we're also gonna have a real event because I think we're, you know, X Men tie-ins, DNX itself, and I'm hoping FF. That I'm assuming
It has to be FF.
I'm assuming we're gonna throw in Uncanny just cause, you know, you can't really do one without the other.
Yeah.
Maybe Wolverine, but I think this is one where we don't need to go overboard. I think X Men, Uncanny, FF, maybe one or two other books, and then I think we're good.
I mean,
Maybe,
they don't even have to be tie-ins. Like all the X-Men books should at least mention what's going on. Like they should have to deal with it somehow.
yeah, yeah.
But they don't need to tie in.
I mean, I'm curious. I mean, they said it's a crossover with FF, so I would like, you know, if FF ties in, that'd be cool. You know,
I think that has to happen, yeah.
and it's
Because they're
only
tying
five.
into Queen in Black. So like they're
Oh, they
gonna tie
are.
in
Oh,
DNX.
yeah, they better then. But yeah,
Everyone's in Queen of Black, bro. Somehow.
yeah, all with the 3 months too. That's insane.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think
I think
that
that's all.
yeah, you know, I will
Pick of the
say
week. Do we have the same one?
no, probably not. I read Mortal Thor, Umbrella. I think that's my pick of the
Oh,
week. Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. That one was sick.
I should have read that this morning. I knew I should have.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
between X-Men and Mortal Thor.
Nah, Thor was dope. It also kind of like they mentioned some Immortal Hulk in there, which was cool. You know, some like throwback to that. I was like, I read that. I know that. You know, so that
I
was
know that
fun.
reference.
Yeah, yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
You know, and it's like the Avengers, the Cap. I know what that means. I
Yeah.
understood that one. You know, so that yeah, but the, you know, the new artist was terrific. You know, and then I mean, it's just been such a terrific book. They set up. We finally kind of got some clarity on this. You know, I mean, we're looking at. I think he basically said we're looking at 30 issues for Mortal Thor. Kind of, not really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet.
So we almost got like a time frame sort of in this book. So I really enjoyed that.
That's
Plus
good.
it was a killer book. So, but yeah, I think that probably be my pick of the week was Mortal Thor. I loved it.
Mine's Catwoman, but I
Catwoman's
haven't read
probably
Mortal Thor yet.
second.
So
Yeah, I think Catwoman be my second. Maybe Barbara Gordon, just because I love the trippy stuff. Like I wasn't expecting that at
mhm.
all, and then when I was reading, I was like, oh man, it was just so awesome. I love it. Love the trippy, just creepy, and that those couple of Joker panels were just killer. We had the red eyes.
Yeah,
Oh
I
man,
that was so surprising to me. That was awesome.
yeah, I love stuff like that. Love it. But yeah, I think that's gonna do
But
it for this
yeah,
one. Do you have any, I guess, final words for the people before we tell them goodbye?
mm, I don't believe so. No,
All right.
just read the DC Next Level because everything I've read is pretty good.
Oh yeah, DC Next Level has been killer. Hopefully Marvel hits their next level soon, man. I mean, it seems like they're picking up, but some iffy ones here. Oh,
We'll see.
real quick, right before I didn't even know. I saw an ad for this. We got Predator versus Planet of the Apes. I didn't even
Oh
know. I
yeah, I
saw
saw
that in the
that.
Marvel ads. I was like, what? Next month? And I think it's Greg Pak. I think I'm
I'm
gonna.
skipping it.
I don't know. I think I might get that one. Seems pretty fun. I just smart monkeys and
I'm
predators.
tapped out on Greg Pak, dude. After Death of Silver Surfer,
Oh yeah,
and honestly, Sam Wilson.
yeah.
Sam
That's
Wilson was okay, but
he seems like he's so up and down though. Like he'll give you that, but then it's like he got a 60 issue Vader run. So
mhm,
obviously like that couldn't have been bad. But then like you said, he gave us Death of Silver Surfer, but he's World War Hulk. But he's also done some
yeah,
other garbage.
very valid.
He is very hit or miss. I think he's one of the few. It's either he's gonna knock it out of the park for you, or he's gonna make you want to drop the book. Like he's that extreme with it. I think that's his problem. Maybe
Maybe I'll try the issue.
I'll
We'll
wait for the
see.
preview. How about that? I think that's
Yeah,
probably smart
yeah,
because I think you're
that's
right.
valid.
I'm hyping it up. Then issue one, I'm gonna be like, dude, don't buy
Why'd
it.
I get this?
Yeah.
Why'd I spend $5?
But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. We hope you enjoyed. A little bit of a shorter one. We not too much news, but we'll definitely be back. We're nearing our 1 year, guys. We're getting very close. I gotta check. I think we're about 10 months from our first video, so
Okay,
close to that
that's
year
pretty
one.
awesome.
So yeah, guys, we hope you
Longest
enjoyed.
Marvel ongoing. We
Yep,
weren't lying.
literally, we finally beat Spider Man. So
And X-Men.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. X Men is they're one above Spider Man. But
Hmm.
yeah, guys, we hope you enjoyed this. We'll be back next week. We'll see you next week, and yeah, peace.